guys, my name is Yadri and this is Crypto for You. Today I'm going to be showing you guys what's happening on the Bitcoin chart. So I'll be doing you guys a quick update and what I think will happen that we will drop right now. I think that in the short term we should be bouncing in this triangle, and then after that this triangle will break us down to the downside. This will actually exalt in that we will fall. I think that we will fall, but only in like the mid-term, because the long term I think we could be going up. Where exactly? Well, to this red line, but that's gonna happen, I don't know, in the long term. So let's get into the video. So guys, let's first look at this triangle. So this triangle is a ascending broadening wedge, which actually tends to fall to the downside. When they fall to the downside, they usually fall about halfway, or about like when they broke out about here, which is like about halfway, like I said. So that's where we should fall, about halfway if we break out of this triangle. There is a support right here though, this blue line, and this is also why I think we could fall here, because this support has been holding us for a long time. When we went below it, we fell. When we went above it, we went up. So look, that's what it's been doing right now. We fell, and then we break up. So now, if we fall below this, which I actually think we could, then we should go down. This is right now the hourly time frame that I'm looking at, but if we go on the daily time frame, there's another reason why I think we could fall. The Stochastic RSI is going to red on top, and the sell is a great sell on the RSI. It's on 85. That's why I think we could fall. We've been going for a long time, and I think we could fall. In my past few videos, I've been talking to you guys why I think we could fall to like 40%, which is like 21,000 and 19,400. I don't think we can go anywhere lower than 18,000. That is my bottom limit that I can take us to. You know why? Because if we go to this chart, which is some kind of new chart, well, it's not really new, it's just a new chart for me. I personally never used it before. It's called Brave New Coin Liquid Index for Bitcoin. It's kind of the same, but it's kind of also different. I don't really know the exact way how it works, but there's like this indicator that only works on it, I think. But this indicator, it's like these three bars. And so what's interesting is that if we go to this is the history of Bitcoin. And by the way, it's on log, so it counts like percentage, not like price gains. But when it's in the green, we actually go up. We let's just say no, not go up. You will be able to buy it here. So this is the best time to buy. This is like it's oversold. It should go up. This is like the time where it's like it's done with this bear market. So look at right here. If we go back to how it started right here, you can see that we started in the green zone, right here in the green zone, and then we went to the yellow. And when we tap yellow, usually we fall, and we tap like the middle band or the top band. If it's like the top, I would say it's not that strong that we go down. So we middle band right here. If it's like the bottom band, not that strong. So we fell kind of here, and we tapped this green line, which is interesting. We tapped it here, and we tapped it here, and we fell. After that, we actually went up, and we tapped the top of this red line, and nothing more. We literally tapped the top of it like straight, and then we fell, and we fell till, and then we actually fell all the way down to the bottom of this green line, and we stayed in there. And then this is actually a good time to actually buy again. And then came another bull market, and you can see that we actually tapped the yellow. We tapped the top of yellow, and actually went back down, tapped the green, and then we went up again. And by the way, I've shown you guys all this, and this is actually in December 2014. This is only right here. Look, we have all this left. And of course it looks a little different. Like I said, it's a log scale. But again, we tap this top band of green. We miss it a little bit, but that's okay. Then we tap this top of this red line, and we tapped it perfectly. After that, we again fell all the way down to this green line. You can see that we never fell lower than, well, we did once, or twice, one at the start and two at the Corona dump. But that was because one at the start, because it was a little tiny wick, and it was just like probably new coin. And second, coronavirus dump, that's why we fell right here, coronavirus dump. And this coronavirus dump is because big pandemic, everybody went crazy, and that's why we actually fell. That's why I think we fell. So after this dump right here, we actually went sideways for a little time. And by the way, when we're inside this band, it's the best time to buy. After we break up, we topped the bottom band and we fell. Then we tapped the middle band, we had a little correction, and then we went higher. So when we tap this red line again, you can see that we fell again back down to this green line. Had this like band part time in this green zone, but you can see that this was a fake out. There was much more volatility than here. You can see we never went out of the green band here. We never went out of it anywhere else. We never went out of it here. We did have a little tiny bit here, but that doesn't really count. And so this is like the first time of us being inside of this band and actually just jumping out and jumping down. So this was a little different, but you can see that we didn't go that far below this band. That's good. So this is, by the way, corona dump right there. After that, right now, it was a really good time to buy right here. And this was somewhere in like March, and then this is July, and then this is August, September, October. And then we started actually going up. Then we are right now tapping the orange line. So what I think will happen right now, I think the most we could dump right now, which was what I think we're going to do. I think we're going to dump. I think the most we could dump right now is 20,000. 18,000 is the least I think we could dump. 18,000 is right here. It's a little bit lower than the band, but that's okay because that's like a wick. We could do a wick. And that's what happened right here. We went a little bit lower than the band right there. And we went a little bit lower in the band. I saw another place somewhere here. We went a little bit lower than the band right here. So we could go a little bit lower than the band. And I think 18,000 is a good level. Because if we go back to Bitcoin, you can see that the VPVR, where is it? The VPVR right here is actually a gigantic support. The VPVR, there's a gigantic support at $18,000. This level right here is the $18,000. That's why I think we're gonna go down to there. So like all this is proof that why we could go down there. So I think we will actually fall right now, but this will not be a correction. This will not be like this will be a correction, but this will not be the end of the bull market. We could fall, and then I think we'll go up higher. Where do I think we will go? Well, this red band, this is like a log scale, and you guys can see what's interesting is that we start going up really fast, and then it actually goes slower and slower and slower. So it's actually smoothing out little by little, and soon it will just be going straight, and that will be like our top. So I think we could it could keep going up still. So right now the top of the band is 91,000, but since it keeps going up still, we could be like at 100,000 or something by the time we get there. Because look, we went from here to the middle band in September to December. That's like 3 months. I don't know why it took me that long. Sorry, but let's just say 3 more months took us to get here. 4, I would even say 4 months. I mean, it could be already at like 120,000, and that falls really great to the stock to flow model, guys. The stock to flow model, something really cool. You guys can see that this stock to flow model has already an orange dot. And what's interesting is, let's just duplicate this site and put it right next to us. Okay? So here you go. We have the second dot price, and let's just go down here. Remember when we were orange right here? And now let's look at this, and let's put them side by side. So if we put them side by side, how orange, like this is not even like technical really, I'm just saying, how orange are they? This is not even how you're supposed to count them. I'm just saying, they look pretty orange the same. Maybe we're like somewhere right here. We could go a little bit higher, but I think we should be topping out here, because in the orangish, yellowish type of the orange is already the light orange, we start falling, and we have like a 30% correction, minimum 30, maximum 40, yeah, somewhere there. So we could, I'm saying we could, but we should actually dump from 30 to 40%, and that actually makes us take something else. So since let's just say that makes us do something else, and since the top is right here. Let's just say we topped out already. The minimum we would go is right here, and the maximum we would go is, well, it would say 40% here, but usually if we go back, we usually go like, we could go 45, 47, and this would actually be a 50% dump. It would be a 49% dump. Still in the 40s, but it's really close to 50. And that's why I think 18,000 is the lowest I could go to, because I don't even think we could fall to there, but I'm saying we could, because if we go to the Bitcoin futures chart, 18,000 is like right here, which is right below this, right here, right below this gap. So we could be closing that gap. We could come like 18,500 and fill it halfway, and that would be actually called done. If it's like 70% done, 70% filled, it's called filled. So if we fall down here, we could fill all these gaps, because look, we had a gap here and we filled it. I wouldn't even count gaps. I wouldn't have counted gaps. I wouldn't even pay attention to this chart, because we're in a bull market. Usually we don't fill gaps, or maybe we do, just like not all the time when we're in the bull market. But when we filled this gap, like, got me really thinking, why? Well, I think because we should have a correction too, and we're already starting to like start like getting weak. So I think we should fall. And if we come to this level and finish it, I'm good. $23,000, that's a big percentage dump. If you guys look right here, this is a 36% dump. We could come to, if you want 30% dump, we could come, like I would say here, this is like the least we could come to, 25,000. But the most we could come to, we could come all the way to this level. We could come all the way to $18,000. I think that's like $18,000. That's like the deadline. That's like the most we could go to. You cannot go less than 18,000, but I don't even think we really need to go to 18,000. I think we'll go to somewhere like 43% dump. 43% dump would be right here. That would be 20,100. If we go back to the other chart and we check it right here, this will be 20,000. Yeah, right here. 20,300. That would be 43% right there. That's usually what we do. So this percent right here. What's interesting is that if we get the Fibonacci retracement and we count it from the swing high to swing low, or the swing low to the swing high, this is the golden pocket. This is the perfect golden pocket. And again, I had to change a little bit because we had to go up higher. So right now, the golden pocket is at this exact level. What's interesting, I didn't even check the Fibonacci retracement level before putting that 43%. So I'm saying I just guessed 43% because that's like our average of all the dumps, and we got 0.618. So this is where I think we could crash, and there's a really strong suggestion why I think we could crash, because we have the RSI, the Stochastic RSI, those are on the daily chart frame. Then we have it's like this, the Bitcoin futures. We're filling gaps here. That means we should be already starting to have like a correction, because it just filled the gap, and that means that we're already getting weak, and so we should fuel up, like I say. And then we have this thing, which the history, every time we tapped it, we actually went back down and we tapped the top of this green line, which is like at 20,200. So we could tap the top of this green line and be done. I'm saying $18,000 because like the least. And then the stock to flow model is already at striking orange dots. That's another reason why I think we will dump. All these reasons are why we could dump. So where do I think we'll go in the short term? So I'm just going to quickly say that in the short term, I think we could go a little bit higher. We could go somewhere to here, and that's because we're like in this ascending broadening wedge. We're already going up. So that means that we should already be going to this top. Of course, this top is at 37,800. And if we do go all the way up there, that would be amazing. But that's, I think, the top that we'd go, because like the longer we stay in here, the more we have to go up and down. And so if we go up and then we come back down, we're gonna have to go up to like 45,000s already, because this triangle is gonna keep getting wider, because that's what it's called, the ascending broadening wedge. We should fall out of it one day. That's why I think we could fall down, and this is actually a bearish pattern. That's another reason why I think we could fall. So all these things are bearish patterns, and this is strong proof that I think we could fall. So With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to click that post notification bell. See you guys next video. Bye!